Hey folks, so I did this last year with my class and they really enjoyed it and they found it helpful, so I thought I'd start doing some of these for our class as well. Basically what the idea is that I'll teach you a skill using a video, and that way you come to class prepared and ready to go. Just try it out. So, how to create a stem and leaf plot. You see we have a set of numbers right here. When creating a stem and leaf plot, what you're trying to do is find commonalities and then showing the differences. So for example, in here, I noticed that there's a lot of, in the tens column, the numbers are the same. 16, 1, 1, 1, 0, 1, 2, 2. So on my stem side, I'm going to create those common things. I'm going to put the 0 there, because that would be for the 9. I'm going to put the 1 there, and I'm going to put the 2 down here. And then it's just a matter of simply organizing the numbers. So I see I have a 9 up here. So I put the 9 down there. 0, 9 is the same as saying 9. Now I look at my 1s. What's my lowest 1? 11. So I put the 1 there and I put a comma because I know I have more. I have 6. And I have 8. I also have another 8. 18 appears twice, so I'm going to put 8 in again. And then lastly I have 2. 1 and 2. And that is what a stem and leaf plot looks like. It's a nice way to organize information, and it'll help you out with intervals, which I'll show you next. I'll show you just quickly some other stem and leaf plots I created earlier. This one looks at one that has decimals in it, so 13.2, 14.6, and so on. Here, I made my stem, all of those whole numbers that appear before it. I also put the decimal there, and then everything that came after the decimal I made into my leaf. So if I read it correctly, 12.3, and sure enough, 12.3. 14.1, 14.1. So there is a stem and leaf plot that relies on decimals. Now here's another one. This is the final one. Rather big number, so let's say money raised by different students for a fundraiser. And what I've done here is I've looked at what's common and what's uncommon. So I realized that every student has raised somewhere in the means of $1,000, and then they have the hundreds, which are pretty much in the low hundreds, so 1 to 400. So as my stem, I have 1000, 1100, 1300, 1400, and as my leaves, I have the last 2 digits of every number. So if I read that, 1096, and sure enough right there. 1134, right there. 1301, 1301. So like I said, stem and leaf plots, you look for similarities, and then you look for differences. It just helps organize everything. And then I can then say that, oh look, a lot of students raised in the $1,100 mark. Well then, have a good weekend, and I'll post the interval video later on. Thanks, bye-bye.